Let's trade remedies for shards. What do you say?
Keep this for a cook.
Almost ready to go?
Oh! Perfect timing, Huntress.
Got the alarm antennas you asked for.
Ah, perfect. As promised, here's your...
Looks like you've got everything you...
Actually, spews fire like a blazing forge. If I had it, what do you think?
I'll check the details later.
You won't regret...
I should get going.
Good luck finding that Fanghorn. I promise. These are the last parts we'll need, Huntress.
I should take a quick look at Laren's contract. Read all the details. No room on me. I can send it to my stash. I see machine tracks. Might be the Fanghorn I'm looking for. There's a lot of different machine tracks here. I'm gonna need my focus to tell them apart. Oh, I hate the smell of light. Found the Fanghorn tracks. The trail looks fresh too. My focus should help me find it. I guess I'll find that Fanghorn later. There you are. Let's see where you lead. A Fanghorn that breathes fire. I think I found Laren's new friend. I'm gonna have to take it down. I'll catch you eventually! I'll mark this spot in my focus. Come back later. An old world ruin. Wonder what's inside. Fanghorn that breathes fire. I think I found Laren's new friend. I'm gonna have to take it down. And it's gone. Let's try that again. Can just stay still for me, huh? I'll catch you eventually! That's a lot of lance horns. Catching up to it is on the back of the machine. Ha! Gotcha! Whew. Now I need to get those parts for Larens. Send this to my stash.
Over here, Aloy!
Here's that fanghorn you wanted. Most of it, anyway.
Yes! This is... Unless...
It's about time you...
You're right. Can't make the perfect armor. Maybe you'll come back around when Karuf does.
I can try.
Good to see you, Huntress. You here to trade? There's always next time. Good call. Fair trade. You got any salvage to sell, Huntress?
All right.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. More than ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
All right. Got enough meat and bitter leaf. Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
Aloy, change your mind about that brew? Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Ulvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Even the Savior might still be in
needs a
Chainscrape.
challenge. Play some
Have a word
strike.
with him first.